Am I the arsehole for breaking up with my boyfriend after a 9-day holiday? Story time. So, me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 8 years. We met at work. We'll call him Steve. We both had our own homes and finances, but have had a good relationship for the past 8 years or so. However, currently we are on our third annual foreign holiday where we are both European and holidaying in a European resort. Steve refused to wear sun cream one day and got badly burned on our first full day. After 48 hours, he was in a bad way, and we're both pale Northern Europeans and just burn rather than tan. So I got aloe vera after sun, pain relief, antihistamines, etc. to help ease his discomfort. But one whole day, he was confined to the hotel room. Edit here. Not to blow my own trumpet, but I walked up hills and navigated the Spanish language to get what we needed. I did my best to I'm going to have some strong opinions on this next sentence here. I did my best to sympathise and get what he needed, but I have to admit, I was pissed. Now, here's the thing. Can you feel the rage in my voice? There is nothing worse than you having to go out of your way to help and fix someone's utter incompetence. You know, when you just think, if you'd have just... And now you're having to go out your way, navigating different languages, climbing, trekking hills. I feel you, sis. I feel you deep and hard. We both work very hard and we're both doing very well paid jobs. We both work hard all year and have one break together. It's the third year in a row he refused to wear sun cream on a foreign holiday because he doesn't like how it feels on his skin and also refuses to take pain relief, anti-inflammatories, unless I begged him to take them. So here's the thing, you're a fucking adult here, babe. Grow up, put some sun cream on, and stop ruining the holiday. Your holiday is now being impacted by his shortcomings and his stupidity for not doing the one thing that would have prevented all of this. And also, the sun cream industry at the minute is so expanding that there is definitely sun cream out there that won't feel like anything on his skin. Do you know what would be a great time for this? A fucking SPF ad. So I'm going to talk to you about some of my favourite SPFs. This isn't an ad, but I'm going to tell you about some right now, Stephen. Okay, Cooler, brilliant SPFs. You can get them in a can, so you don't have to touch them. They are expensive. You can get fragranced ones, but it's just an aerosol that you spray on. Garnier Ombre Solaire. Firm family favourite, okay? You can get them in a cream, a light mist, an aerosol, one to go over the makeup, yeah? Sol de Janeiro. Beautiful aerosol one, again, we're not having to touch. Factor 50, stunning all round. And then Aldi do some cracking ones as well. Anyway, I'm at my wit's end and just want to break up with him, as I feel like if someone who by all other assumptions is very intelligent refuses to wear sun cream is like this now, I just think, where will we be in 20 or 30 years time? I'll tell you where, in hospital with skin cancer. I said it with chest. Do you know who does wear sun cream? Joe. Look at that porcelain skin. Look at that porcelain poreless non-hyperpigmented skin. It's because he wears his SPF 50 every day. Okay. Additionally, I've been dropping hints for the last couple of years that I'd like to buy a place to live together, but he did nothing to improve our current home for sale. So I decided to do it alone. Oh, she's a boss. She's a girl boss. We did have some conversations about living together, but more me just moving in with him, but we are not married and have no plans to do so. I also have a well-paying job too and want to invest in property myself rather than just moving in with him. I didn't want to leave myself in a financial disadvantage by having to pay his mortgage rather than my own, and he has made no strides to improve his home it needed a lot of work. I bought my own and have no regrets about doing this. I also feel any time I asked him to do anything with me, an IKEA trip when I bought my home, bring games when I visited my family. He's a board game enthusiast, so this should have been a delight to him. Or do anything with my friends, who albeit are younger and maybe more party-sim than he likes, finds it irritating and huffs and puffs quietly the whole time, while I smile and make conversation with his friends, who we see more frequently, as I am the one living away from home. I appreciate this is dependent on interpretation, but I felt at times he was impatient with me on shopping trips, but had all the time in the world to pet sit or do things on his own with his friends, and maybe I'm overthinking it, but he treated me like a friend. Anyway, back to my original post. Basically, what I'm getting here, girls, you've got a lot of frustration towards this man-child. Okay? As Sabrina would say, man-child, why you always... What is it? Is it stupid? Yes. Is it slow? Maybe it's useless. Okay? Stupid. Getting sunburn every year. Slow. Taking too young to bring the board games to the family function. Maybe it's useless because he can't fix a home. What is he? Man Steve. My parents used to pay for me to go to singing lessons. That's what you get. Anyway, back to my original post. I know we need to have a conversation when we get back home rather than whilst abroad. And I'm aware I'm not perfect either. I'm a pain when drunk. You say a pain, I say fun. You know, it's open to interpretation. I also have a lot of social anxiety, so do struggle at times in social situations. Right? What's the problem? I'm unsure what the problem is. He should be sensitive to this. He has put up with a lot from me and I appreciate this. I'm by no means perfect, however, financially I feel I can contribute equally. I do most of the driving again. This doesn't actually bother me, but I come from a family of alcoholics, so I don't drink that often. But in our 8-year relationship, there have been 2 occasions where I drank far too much and I was horrible to him. Maybe it was deserved. I did apologise and we discussed things and I have not done this again in the last 3 or so years. But would asking for a break once we get back be too irrational? I don't feel like I enjoy his company as much anymore as I used to when I was younger. I feel like I mother him at times despite being 11 years... You're 11 years younger than this man and he's still not putting on sun cream, buying a house or moving in. This man is 43! He is 43 years old! This is atrocious. You're 32, he's 43. I write this while sitting alone on a lounger in our resort, worrying if I pressured him into a holiday abroad this year, but he did pick this particular place. I'm open to any advice here. Girl, I fear there's a pattern of behaviour going on here and it's just pure incompetency. As a 43-year-old grown man, you should know how to keep yourself... You should know how to keep yourself safe, out of harm, out of pain, look after your motherfucking girlfriend, okay? Treat her like a queen. Bring a board game to some social occasions here. We're asking for the bare minimum. Minimum. Minions! We're asking for the bare minimum. Yay! This is a pattern of behaviour of incompetence. This man does not care. Lizzie's sick of it. It is a pattern of behaviour showing that he does not give a flying shit. He's purposely not doing things that you are asking him to do. Putting sun cream on, bringing board games, listening to you. Lizzie.
All things that he shouldn't have to be asked.
You shouldn't have to ask him to do these things for you.
Show up with Cluedo or Monopoly willingly.
Amen, motherfucker!
Gonna earn louder for the girls in the band.
You are mothering this man.
Oh.
Say it with me. Man child. Why you always come running to me? Fuck my life. Sing it, Joe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you need to break up with this man. I fear.
I don't even think you should tell him.
I won't even tell him you're going to break up. I'd just leave. He probably wouldn't notice. He seems like the type of guy to not really give a shit about what's going on around him. I'd just leave. Yeah, I don't think you're irrational at all, sissy boo. I think you don't need to be having a break. You need to be breaking up. Okay? You are 32 years of age. You're a bad bitch woman. You have your own. The fact that you had to go and buy your own house because he didn't want to buy one with you, that is you having separate lives. Okay? It's not like you have one joint house together and then you're both in the property market, dibble and dabbling on your own. You have separate lives. Even now, on holiday, you are sat on your own because of his. It's not like, oh, I sit on my own on holiday because Jordan likes to go off on a walk and I don't want to do that on holiday. This is him making himself so poorly, getting himself so in pain that he can't leave the room. It sounds like he doesn't want to spend time with you. Again, like the other girl a few weeks ago, you're the one making sacrifices. You're the one moving away from your friends, not seeing your friends as much. You need to break up with this man. I fear. It's just come to me just here and now. You need to break up with this man. This child. And that, my guys, is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much. Do let me know if you've enjoyed these longer stories today. I've quite enjoyed. I love getting the depth and the knowledge and the tea. If you are in any of these situations with these man Steves, these Steve Childs, what can we call them? Man Steves? Stevie, we'll workshop that one.
Please fill my cup. Am I really asking for much? It's been a long week, I'm looking for fun. Please fill my cup. Find me under the sun. SOS, I'm just looking for a good time. Whoa.